Guys, here we are, Stoomboy, MMA UK BJJ show, here with
Iain Feenan,
Food on
Martial Arts.
Yeah. How are you feeling? How was the day?
It went really well. Yeah, really happy with it. We've raised over £500, I think, for the food bank in Dunfermline, so that's a massive help for them, I would hope. And yeah, it was just a general success, I think. Credit to Dane Keneally, who organised it all, and it was his idea initially when we ran the first one during the summer, and then we decided that it was good and brought clubs together, brought different people together to roll with a little bit of competitiveness, and then it's kind of grown from there. So yeah, I'm really happy with the way it's turned out. Everybody seems to have had fun, so yeah.
Some great grappling on this display as well, by yourself as well. We saw some of the stuff you were doing.
I don't know, I kind of sandbagged my way through most of that, to be honest. Then wait till they got tired.
But it was a good display of jiu-jitsu that everybody was putting on. I mean, everybody put everything into it. Yeah,
it was really good. So obviously it's a bit of fun, something to kind of just get people together. There's no cliques. Not everybody knows each other, but it's like a chance to roll with different bodies and things like that, and have a bit of fun. But there was a bit of competitiveness in it as well, so you'll have heard yourself just people calling out for things, and it was good. It had a nice atmosphere. Yeah, I'm quite happy with how it went in terms of that. Really good atmosphere.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, you wouldn't have had this 10 years ago. Do you know what I mean? And I always say to people, see all the kids that are coming through now. See now. It's so much different from even 5 years ago. Do you know what I mean? Because we're only certain gyms would train with certain gyms, whereas now everybody's cross-training with everybody.
Yeah. Well, most of us, they had guys from Braveheart here who is affiliated with higher levels, so that's class. We had guys from who train with Dean Hepburn. Yeah. So he's local. They train in a couple of places in Fife, so that's cool as well. John Humphreys has just newly kind of moved into the gym to coach, which is kind of a blessing in disguise for me, because it lets me kind of step back and maybe train a little bit. And he's got a different point of view from me in terms of how jiu-jitsu is done, so that's class as well. So I think just having those sorts of people around the area and coming in to train has been really good. I'm really happy with that. I've probably missed somebody there as well.
What about next year? What's happening for you?
Just going to continue and try and create a nice atmosphere in Food Martial Arts. We've got a beginners course starting in January the 9th. But I think we're doing it a little bit different, so we're incorporating judo into that as well. So it's 2 sessions of jiu-jitsu a week plus a judo session, which I think we're kind of unique in the fact that we do have the judo set up here that not many martial arts gyms like an MMA have anyway. So I think that's the first big thing in the year. I'm kind of looking forward to that. It's nice to teach kind of real basics again, go back to basics, and it helps me as well. Remember those sorts of things that sometimes when you concentrate on maybe more advanced moves, you forget about the basics. So that's the first thing, and then I may compete personally next year. I don't know. I'll see how I go. I turn 40 in January, so getting on a bit. So we'll see. I'm not happy with the way I've competed this year, to be honest. So a couple of things happened throughout that year where I couldn't really train to my kind of maximum. So I'll see if I maybe compete, but see how the body holds up.
Listen, we always love seeing you out there, regardless whatever you're doing. As I say, we always love seeing you. So hopefully we get to see more of you 2023.
Well, there's definitely, we're going to be holding another. We're going to try and do 2 or 3 of these a year. Just for different charities. So hopefully you come back for that one as well.
Oh no, definitely. Listen, anybody that couldn't make it here, I know the weather kind of put a lot of people off, but I mean, even in the summertime, get your asses over here, because this was brilliant today. Really good setup. So definitely make sure you get yourselves over, get some really good training. So
it's a mix of levels as well, so you don't have to be the best guy in the world to come and do this. It's a bit of fun. You're winning prizes. There's companies who have helped sponsor us today. They've donated prizes. So shout out to Erex, shout out to Animalia. I don't know if I said that right. Shout out to Body Recharge Massage Therapy. Who else? Conitum Coffee. They've sent us stuff, although a lot of these things haven't been able to come to us today, so because of the postal strikes and all that. But we'll get them handed out to people, get all the prizes handed out and whatnot. And then one of the guys who comes, his wife's a hairdresser, so she's donated a free haircut, which I'm going to take because I definitely need it. So yeah, like, it's been class. And it's nice to see people jumping on board. And again, like, massive shout out to Dane. Like, he's been in touch with all these guys, and thankfully they've jumped on board to help us out.
Yeah. It's a great cause, the Dunfermline Food Bank. Do you know what I mean? I was saying this in the video, I said it to Dane as well. I mean, it's 2022. Nobody should have to use food banks. Right? People are now struggling. Can I pay my bills? Can I put food on the table? Yeah. And it shouldn't be a choice. Do you know what I mean? You should be able to do both.
Yeah. Well, obviously, like, I don't know the exact stats, but like, it was on the news how many food banks had popped up over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And it's just not fair. But like, we're a community gym. Like, we're not like a higher level where it's like they have the grassroots, but then they have like the kind of really high level guys. And we're all. Most of these guys are going to be hobbyists. They're doing it because they like the sport and they're in the area, and that's how we get them. We also run a ton of kids stuff, from 2 years across the judo board, and then like we've got, like you spoke to Riley earlier on, who's 6 years old. He's now starting in our MMA and jiu-jitsu classes, and then all the other kids. So we are like a community kind of use. I do a lot of work within schools within here. So we have schools coming into the premises. So it's a community use gym essentially under a martial arts banner. And the fact that people are having to use food banks, if we can give just a little bit back to the community in that sense, then like we're doing our job.
One thing as well, a lot of food banks are funded by themselves and funded by local communities and stuff like that. So I think there's only a few food banks that are government ones. So make sure you help donate to food bank, local food banks, wherever you are as well.
Wherever you are, help donate. Like, just like every little bit helps these people who are in need, because it's just people who are in need, like you and me. Like, they're just falling on hard times, and if we can give back and help them out a little bit, then why don't we do it?
Definitely. Well, there we go, guys. Iain Feenan, Food Dog Martial Arts. Thank you very much.
Thank you.